Hi everybody, today we're here in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. You'll notice that we're in 4K. You ready, Dawn?
Hi, 4K. I'm ready, Dawn.
Okay, let's do this.
Let's do it.
It's an absolute beautiful morning here in the Great Smoky Mountains. I couldn't think of a better place to shoot a 4K video, but here at Elkmont. What do you think, Dawn?
It's beautiful here.
It's beautiful here. Dawn is a woman of many words, aren't you?
Yeah.
There's a lot more than just shooting in 4K. Of course, clarity, you're gonna notice a lot of just difference in our video. Should be super crystal clear. Hopefully the sound, everything will be there. But I'm super stoked. We're gonna bring you the Smokies in beautiful, crisp 4K. Are you ready, Dawn?
Ready.
Let's do this. And for everybody who was wondering, what's up with the Jeep? The Jeep is actually repaired now. So I actually had two bad front calipers and we replaced them and we're good to go. The Jeep is as good as ever. So we're here at the Wonderland Hotel. The hotel that once stood at the top of this road was the social center of the Wonderland Club. The hotel was originally built in 1912 to attract tourists seeking mountain getaway, but in 1919 it had become a private members-only club. The club counted among the members of doctors, lawyers, and businessmen, mostly from the Knoxville area. And here we are, guys. I absolutely love this photo here of this couple. Looks like maybe they found some romance, and the steps that went up to the Wonderland Club. I watched them dance at the Wonderland Club Hotel. I used to go down on Saturday nights to watch them dance. We say outside on the porch, you could look through the windows and see them dancing. And this here was the place to come. Unfortunately, a few years back, some kids burnt it down, at least that's what I was told. But there was ruins up there one time. But we're gonna go up there and check to see if the chimneys are still around and a little bit of the foundation. Well, we're here at the steps of the Wonderland. In fact, that previous picture I showed you was was taken right here. We're gonna go up there and see, well, some of the ruins. Now, we've never showed you on the channel. Went back and looked at some old videos. I thought we've been here, but we've never showed you this, so this is new for us. I love these historical steps we find throughout the national park. Always makes me wonder all the folks that has walked on these steps, all the memories, all the great times that they had. I also love the story about, I used to sit outside and on the porch and watch them dance. Of course, those will be the socialites of Knoxville. And later on, we'll show you Millionaire's Row and what's left of it. Of course, Daisy Town too. Looking back down on the road, we just took the steps up. Usually it's pretty busy with traffic from folks heading to the campground. The old stone walls are still here. Old pathway. I can't remember exactly what this was. Either was a planter or a little water fountain, maybe even a fire pit. The top is decorated with, looks like quartz, an old clay brick, probably once from the hotel, and just laying over there. Bunch of little trails zigzagging around up here. There's another brick from the old hotel just sitting over here. It's got a round edge on that one. Must have been a corner one. I wonder if these are the steps leading to that porch. Here's the grand fireplace. Definitely the biggest fireplace I've ever seen here in the national park. It's huge. It must be, I don't know, at least 10 feet wide.
I like to have seen it back in its heyday when it's all in all its glory.
Just imagine, Wonderland Hotel used to be spread out. It was one of the, well, premier destinations here in the national park. Well, technically before the national park, and then it became a national park. At one time they were going to actually redo the Wonderland, but then it was burnt down, supposedly by some kids out playing with, fire.
Gotta light that match.
It's a shame. It really is. Here's one of those piles of rubble. Probably a fireplace at one time. Could you imagine being back in the days with all the dresses and the formal wear? And
I'd like to have seen that.
Yeah, it would have been great. Now we're gonna head over to Millionaire's Row, where the Spencer cabin is, and then we're gonna take a look at the Troll Bridge. Across this bridge here, and then coming up on our left is a parking lot. And the first parking lot you'll come to is for Millionaire's Row, which will be the Troll Bridge and everything else. Sometimes it can be very hard to find parking in here, so definitely gotta be patient. I think there's some up here. Turn over here. Park right up here on the hill. There we go. Parking spot. A good one at that. Definitely make sure you take like all your treats and stuff with you, because there is bears, and you don't want to have a bear sitting in your car when you come back. As soon as you park, on your left you'll come across these gates. This will take you to Spence Cabin. Spence Cabin is the only house left on Millionaire's Row. But I definitely suggest to do a lot of exploring in this area. You'll see a lot of ruins of technically luxurious old cabins that used to be in this area. But it can also be dangerous, and also be careful of snakes, because we've come across a lot of well, like rattlers and copperheads, guys, so definitely you gotta be careful. The Elkmont Historic District Appalachian Club. What is Elkmont? These vacant buildings were once part of the Appalachian Club vacation community. This community grew up adjacent to the former logging town of Elkmont when the Little River Company sold the land to individuals to create a private social club. What began as a gentleman's hunting club soon developed a place for influential Knoxville families to escape, the oppressive urban summers. The present day campground exists where the original town was located. This used to be a little rail station here, and that was the train that would take everybody from Knoxville up into Elkmont here, and it was really the only way to get up in here until they built roads. Also, some old pamphlets. The Spence cabin was erected in 1928 for Alice Townsend and was one of the biggest cabins here in Millionaires Row. It's quite impressive, especially with its chimney with the walk-through door, actually. The cabins that were constructed in this area of Elkmont were called Millionaires Row. They were developed towards the end of the lumber boom and prime real estate along the river. Somewhat removed from the more densely populated Daisy Town, which is actually located on top of the hill, these cabins offer more privacy for their owners and ready access to the community's swimming hole. I love these old photos. You can see everybody swimming down on the river or just enjoying the rushing water. That looks like a postcard. Summer cottages, East Prong, Little River, near the Appalachian. This was a grand entrance to the Spence cabin. And you can see that doorway pretty much cut along the side of that chimney. But absolutely a beautiful, beautiful cabin. And just think, all the cabins in this area looked similar to this one right here. And you could tell these folks had money by just some of the work. That was a lot of work back in the day to do a chimney and stuff like that back in the early 1900s. Beautiful back patio area. You can actually rent the Spence cabin for day use. If you have a little party or something like that, you can actually rent it. You can go on the National Parks website, recreation.gov. Of course, we're going to check out the river. This is one of my favorite parts in the national park behind the Spence cabin. This beautiful patio could make a great party location. daffodils are starting to bloom here. Pretty soon they'll be everywhere. And once again, we're back here at the troll bridge. You can definitely tell these were millionaires that had their homes because of just the sheer magnificent of some of the features that are still left. And there's foundations and chimneys of those old homes. We actually used to explore back here in the day when the homes were still up. Of course, they were in really bad shape at that time. So I definitely suggest that you search around here. There's a lot of foundations and everything else. But now what we're gonna do is we're gonna head back towards the Jeep, and then we're gonna head up the hill to Daisy Town, which I guess would have been like maybe the second class citizens. I don't, you know, they were probably not as rich, but they were still rich folks. So we're gonna go up there. Here's the parking lot. Now a lot of folks, they go to Millionaires Row, but they say, I never saw Daisy Town, because this will actually, if you go straight, it'll take you, you know, back out towards the campground. You actually got to make a left again and go up this hill. And at the top of the hill will be Daisy Town. Up there, it's Daisy Town. Now the parking lot up here is a lot bigger, and there's quite a few folks here actually. This is one of my most favorite placards in the whole park. It says, "Back to nature." As you look down this road lined with cottages, imagine a time 100 years ago when visitors arrived by rail seeking refuge from the pollution and sweltering heat of the city. This summer resort community offered temporary escape from day-to-day routines and responsibilities. Families played outdoors, socialized at the clubhouse, or relaxed on their porches. And as you can see, here's the road here and the houses, and of course the dress of the period. And this is what Daisy Town looks today. A lot of folks refer to this as a ghost town. And over the years, it's decayed quite a bit. But just recently, the National Park got the funding up to repair all of these old cabins. And we actually have old videos in our library at what a lot of these cabins look like before the restorations. But it is actually looking really, really good. When the National Park was first started, this was all supposed to go back into nature. Pristine nature. Over the course of time, things changed. They realized there's history here. Folks would come to the National Park just to walk down this little street. So the cabins on this end are just now starting to get put back together. And as we go further down the road here, you'll notice more and more of them. Starting to look really good, actually. This one over here looks a lot better. The buildings you see along this shaded street are a hodgepodge of designs. These rustic cabins were built by city dwellers inspired by the Back to Nature movement, influenced by craftsman style of architecture, which emphasizes simplicity and the use of, natural materials. Some cabins are made out of board while others are batten. They're currently working on this one here. Coming along really, really nice. This cabin, number 7 here, has seen better days, and better days are here. It's actually looking really good. I remember the small doorways that were once in here. Fresh coat of paint. It's looking good. Wow, this looks really good. They actually restored the tongue and groove inside, and it's almost livable. I would live in that. This is cabin number 4. It's amazing. It really is. It's amazing of the work they've done here. The sun's kind of tricky. But look at the porch. Look at that turquoise color. It looks so good. It's got new soffits or gutters. I got permission to go into one of these cabins here to check it out, one of these fully restored ones. Oh wow, there's actually a rug here. Huh. And nice window. This would have been one of the bedrooms. So these were actually built pretty much with, oh wow, there's the original bathroom. But a lot of these were built, you know, just by the folks who owned them. Didn't really have any experience. Look at this back porch. This probably would have been maybe a room to rent. Maybe. And this one here. Oh, this is a kitchen. Huh. Of course, a really nice deck here. Oh wow, take a look at that cabin. You couldn't even go inside that cabin at one time. It was so, well, so disarrayed. Or I have never been in this cabin. It was so far gone, you couldn't even walk inside. You'd fall right through the floors. And it's been fully restored now. They've even put the concrete. First time ever being in this cabin. Oh wow, you're not gonna fall through the floors anymore.
Oh wow.
Check that out. It's got all the original workings in here.
It's really pretty.
Oh Dawn, look, they redid the fireplace. I mean, it's like the way it was when it was brand new. And them 2 windows. And here, this is what it looked like before. This is the way this cabin looked. Now it looks like that.
Are new.
Yeah. And back here, you walk on the porch.
Oh,
This is,
the kitchen?
yeah, this will be the kitchen.
Kind of reminds me of the Avlet cabin then.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the kitchen here. Wow. Oh, absolutely beautiful. We were just standing over there. What do you think about redoing all these cabins?
They're beautiful. They did a good job on this one.
Yeah.
There's even shelves.
Remember, you can almost fall through the floor.
Yes. You couldn't walk in this before.
Now it's oh, it's absolutely. Well, here's the bathroom here. Of course, you can't get in there, but you can take a look at the bathroom. Well, a lot has changed here in Daisy Town. It's looking fantastic. Here's another one that was in really bad shape. Looks like it had a screen porch at one time. And then you come into here. Oh wow, the fireplace is
black.
Yeah. But it's looking a lot better than it was.
Yeah.
And over here you got, this one here was a a yellow room. This would have been the kitchen over here. And then we go back out to the porches. And that would have been the, yet again, the bathroom. So this house, this was like 2. Here's another. Look at the bathroom in there. Well, that still got its claw bathtub. See the claws down there? So this one here was like 2 units. There was a unit on that side and then a unit on this side. I'm gonna check out this cabin here. Looks like they did. Yeah, they brought back the naughty wood pine, the fireplace. Looks like they're still working on this one. This one here's got multiple levels going down. Look at that beautiful window. Wow. But look over here. This is it's an outhouse. Elkmont is looking really, really good, guys. Definitely thumbs up to all the folks out here from the National Park Service working on these cabins. I'm so stoked that they're gonna, well, keep history alive here in the Great Smoky Mountains. And it's just amazing what they've done. A lot of these cabins, I would say they weren't salvageable at all. And they're they look good. I would actually,
they look good now. I
would stay in these cabins. But guys, that's gonna do it for today here in Elkmont. And if you guys like this vlog,
give it a thumbs up.
Give it a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe so you don't miss these upcoming Smoky Mountain adventures. And until next time.
Thanks for watching.
Isn't that amazing?
Bye everyone.
Bye everyone.